this video we're going to talk about Charles Leclerc and why he is the most unfortunate F1 driver.
As Charles Leclerc goes into the barrier at the Variante Alta.
Nothing, just an incident on the race.
Yeah, this was obviously the fourth race of the season at Imola, and yeah, he was chasing after Sergio Perez, going for that second place, but he ended up spinning the car. A costly error that ended up in him finishing 6th at the end of the race. Obviously that put a massive dent in his championship hopes. Making errors like that at crucial moments, it's just kind of unlucky, and it's going to put him in a difficult position to try and overtake Max in that Drivers' Championship. Not to mention the timing of it as well, the fact that this was near the end of the race when he would have been able to secure a comfortable P3 had he have not made that unfortunate mistake really peak for him.
That's a Ferrari going very slowly.
That's Charles Leclerc.
And that's Charles
going
Leclerc.
very slowly.
No, what happened? What happened? Lost power.
And it looks like they are clearing a space in the Ferrari garage for the race leader, Charles Leclerc, who is in absolute anguish as he comes into the pits. A loss of power, a race that was going absolutely splendidly for him, and he is out of the race.
This was in the 5th round in Spain. There was a power unit failure with Charles' car, putting him out of the race, forcing him to retire at a point where he was actually leading the race. So had he have brought it home for Ferrari, he would have collected 25 points, but instead, because of Ferrari's reliability issues, unfortunately for Charles, he couldn't finish the race and he ended up getting 0 points.
And box now, box for hard. Stay out, stay out.
Fuck! Why?
Multifunction tire, position 5. Multifunction tire, position 5.
This was mega heartbreak for Charles Leclerc because it was in Monaco, his home Grand Prix. Ferrari opted for a double stack strategy where they pitted both Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. But obviously that pit stop strategy really didn't work out for Charles because Charles ended up behind Verstappen. Leclerc lost out massively due to Ferrari's poor strategy, and once again it's just another really unlucky moment for the Monegasque racing driver.
Oh no, and now we have a blowout coming down the straight, and that is Charles Leclerc. Leclerc has an engine failure here in Baku.
Problem, engine.
We'll come back to you.
Done. No, that's done.
That is a big disappointment.
This was again when he was leading the race, this time in Baku, Azerbaijan, and the fact that once again he was let down by Ferrari's unfortunate engine issues just shows how unlucky Leclerc has been. Time and time again there's been some sort of thing that's just kind of made him slip out of the points or get less points than he could have got.
We do have a safety car here at Silverstone. In comes Carlos Sainz. Charles Leclerc stays out.
Leclerc will not give up despite his tyres.
He might have to now though, because Hamilton's a lot closer, and DRS finally helping Hamilton get ahead.
Silverstone was an interesting one because Ferrari decided to pit Carlos Sainz when the virtual safety car came, whereas with Charles Leclerc they decided to keep him out, which was obviously the wrong call because Leclerc was on those hard tyres whereas everyone else was on soft tyres. So Hamilton and Perez ended up overtaking him. Leclerc ended up finishing 4th, Hamilton P3, Checo P2. So basically once again he was unlucky because of Ferrari's poor strategy. Another thing is the power unit and engine issues that he and Ferrari suffered from caused him to start from the back of the grid at the start of the Canadian Grand Prix, so he had to fight his way up from P19 to P5, but had he have just started the race in a higher position like he usually does, P1, P2, P3, he could have easily won it.
We've just seen the mid-corner, the rear just steps out, there's no way you're saving it. He's been suffering with rear degradation, he's gone in hard.
I cannot get throttle.
You could hear that scream there from Leclerc, and you got to feel sorry for him. Obviously he admitted that it was his mistake, but still to crash at that point when you're leading the race, if you come home in P1, that's going to have a massive positive effect on your possibility of winning that championship. But obviously he crashed, got 0 points, really unlucky.